Hello, I'm Mirva from Rustic House Knits. In this video I will show you how to work the Italian tubular bind-off in the round. I have here my sweater hem and I have worked the double knitting rounds. If you want to have the same look as in my sample, always refer to the pattern to see how many of these double knitting rounds have been worked. So I have worked 2 rounds in this case. And now I'm ready to start the bind-off itself. You will need a yarn tail 3 or 4 times as long as the piece that you're going to bind off, which means that in a sweater you will have a very long yarn tail. I usually take 3.5 times the length of the piece to be worked. And to make it a bit easier, I like to do so that I leave a bit of a single strand to be able to work the bind off. I take my yarn tail and put these yarns together to find the point where I have to fold the yarn in half. And now I'm going to thread the yarn into my needle and pull it almost there. Now the half point is basically here where I have my yarn tail. The thread is still quite long, but it's anyway shorter than it would have been. I have 4 strands here that I have to work together, but with a little bit of attention, for me it's easier than having just one very long yarn tail. And now to begin, there are several ways to handle these first 2 stitches. I'm going to show you the way that I prefer. So make sure that your yarn tail is in front of your work. Take your right hand needle, insert it into the first 2 stitches, pull the needle so that the stitches remain on the cable. Like this. And now we are ready to start the bind off. In each of the steps we are going to handle 2 stitches. They are going to be or 2 knit stitches or 2 purl stitches. The needle begins with a knit stitch. So the step is insert your needle into the first knit stitch knitwise, drop the stitch of the needle. Insert your needle into the next knit stitch purlwise. So we are skipping the purl stitch here. Now I pull my yarn through. Do not pull your yarn very tight. I actually like to stretch a bit because this is supposed to be a stretchy bind off. Now we have the purl stitches. So I will insert my needle into the purl stitch purlwise, drop it off the needle, and then we go from behind of work into the next purl stitch and we enter knitwise. And now I will pull my yarn through. As you can see, the 4 strands pass quite easily. And now we repeat the same steps. Knitwise, knit stitch, knitwise and off the needle, purlwise and on the needle, pull yarn through. Purl stitch, purlwise off the needle, knitwise on the needle, and pull your yarn through. Let's do it some more times. Knitwise off the needle, purlwise on the needle, purlwise of the needle, knitwise on the needle, and pull your yarn through the stitches. Stretch a bit, and once more, knitwise of the needle, purlwise on the needle. Purlwise of the needle, knitwise on the needle. And then keep on repeating these steps. When you have used the single strand, you will have to adjust the yarn on your needle to be able to keep on working. Now I'm going to show you the end of this bind off. I have left my sleeve where I have almost finished. So now we have the first 4 stitches left. As I had the needle cable inside these stitches, it means that these 2 stitches are the first ones of the round that we worked as first stitches when we started the bind off. I have the knit stitch, so I'm going to repeat the same steps. Knitwise of the needle, purlwise on the needle, purl stitch, purlwise of the needle, knitwise on the needle. Now these 2 stitches had been worked when we started the bind off, and now we have worked them the second time, so I can just remove my needle, give it a little stretch, and we are ready. I like to wave in my end in the ribbing in a way that I take the knit stitch column and I insert my needle into every stitch from right to left. From right to left. So I'm basically following the stitches as they are, and it's creating an almost invisible result. Like this. And now we have finished our Italian tubular bind off in the round. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it's going to help you. Ciao ciao!